Today I'll be making a Tach wire connection on my Tahoe for the remote start. Here I have mine, it's a CompuStar, and it'll be on the purple with the white stripe wire. This one actually has a silver dot. Maybe you want to go ahead and do that type of connection, or if you're doing like a custom pod with some gauges. But either way, you can get the connection inside the truck. A lot of people will tell you to go under the hood on the PCM or maybe the coil packs, but you don't really have to do all that. It's actually located behind the cluster, so it shouldn't be too hard. It is a little bit different on the 99 to 02 model and the 03 to 06. They're still behind the cluster, it's just pinned differently. Sometimes on remote start, it'll grind the starter or just keep going a little bit longer. So that's why I want to go ahead and do the wired connection. Let's try it out. That actually wasn't too bad, but sometimes it does it longer. And the wired connection is just gonna be better. This time it'll probably be right. The wireless tag does work on the remote start. I'm not saying that it doesn't. In my case, even when I start the Tahoe with the key, sometimes it hesitates. But most likely I still have to change out my spark plugs and do a tune-up. Also probably the fuel filter, cleaning up my air intake, because I haven't done it in a while. I've had this truck for like 2 years and I just did it once. Some of the parts were actually used, like the spark plug wires and the spark plugs. When I complete the tune-up and have the Tahoe starting correctly, I'll also go ahead and change out the starter on the Tahoe, because it is the original one, and the remote start did go ahead and grind it a couple of times. I don't want to go ahead and get stranded, so it's probably about time to change it anyways. We're just gonna go ahead and take off the whole bezel. It should be pretty simple. Make sure your shifter's all the way down, and these will just pull off. You wanna be careful not to break it. It just has clips all around. There you can see it's already loose. And I'll go ahead and just lift it up. That's off now, so we can go ahead and put it in park. We're gonna go ahead and take off the 4 7mm on the corners. You can see them all right here. There's one down there. I'll go ahead and put the shifter down again so we can get it out. It'll be easier if you're doing it with 2 hands. I'm just filming it, so it makes it a little bit difficult. There it is. All right, now we have the cluster out, and we can go ahead and unplug the top connector. You can just pull on the tab and then pull it straight out. There it is. I also want to undo my LED connector and put it on the side. Let's put it in park. I skipped ahead and ran my Tach wire. You can see it here is this black one. Even though at the remote starter is purple with the white stripe, I just changed it up. Also added some Tesa tape to clean it up. But our connection will be done at the top where the locking tab is at. That'll be row A. And my Tahoe is a 2001, but this will work for 99 to 02. What you want to do is go ahead and connect on pin A2. You can see it there. It'll be this white wire. Once I make this connection, I'll go ahead and show you where the location is at for the 03 to 06 model. To make the best connection, you want to go ahead and do a military splice. I already exposed the wire and you can see I poked a hole through it. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this one and just wrap it around. That'll prevent it from coming apart. You just want to go ahead and twist it. just like that. You can either tape it up or you can use solder. I'm gonna do a different connection. I'll be using my favorite crimps right now. This will also work. That already looks much better, but I'll go ahead and crimp it again. It almost looks factory. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. And I can't put any heat shrink since I didn't cut the wire. But I'll go ahead and use some electrical tape. You want to use a good one like a Scotch tape, 3M, and I'll go ahead and cover it up with some Tesa tape. To make my connections, this is what the open barrels look like. And you have to make sure to use the correct crimpers. These are the ones that I have. You can actually use them individually, but I like using both. I'll have them down below in the description if you want to go ahead and check them out as well. That's the Tach wire for the 99 to 02, but if you have the 03 to 06 model, it'll also be on the top where the locking tab is at, row A, but yours will be on pin A5, and it'll also be the white wire. I can put the dash back together. Also, don't forget, if you're doing it for a remote starter, you'll have to flash it in the computer. So you're gonna go ahead and change it from virtual tach to wire tach and have that programmed. Don't forget the 7mm. To flash a remote start, you might need an adapter as well. But I got it here on the website. We're going to go ahead and update this setting. I'm under remote starter menu 1. On number 2, you can see engine tach detection, tach, and input data. So that's good. And now we want to go ahead and go into menu 7. Inputs. Right over here. Tach input source. I'm going to change it to analog for the wire. So we're going to go down and go ahead and save it. Now that I have all the settings on analog, I'll reprogram the tach. With the CompuStart, you want to start the truck, step on the brake, remote start it, and it'll blink the parking light once. So let's go ahead and try that. There it's on, step on the brake, and I have huaraches because my parents are Mexican. So remote start it with the brake on, and the parking light should blink once. There it is, so now it's programmed. We'll take the key off and try it out now. It should be good though. There it is. And let's try it again. I'll cut it off. And one more time. All right, it's looking good. Well, that's a tach wire for the 99 to 06 GM trucks. Hopefully this will help you guys out if you're doing, like I said, any custom settings with the tach wire signal for like gauges, your remote start. And if this video helped you out, don't forget to like and share the video, and I'll see you on the next one.